welcome to Have a Chat. I'm Veronique Arsenault, your host today, and I am joined by my always wonderful, always glamorous, always fabulous co-host Judy Loche.
Well, I love being with you. Happy May 1st?
Not yet.
What's today, the 30th? I want to rush into May. I want to rush into May.
We're almost there.
Okay.
I know, but we still have snow.
I think I even changed my calendar. I was so excited. Okay, back to the 30th then.
I don't blame you.
Yes.
So here we are Monday again.
Yeah.
And Audrey isn't with us. She will be back next week. We're excited to have Audrey back, and we miss her, but she's got some commitments that she had to take care of. So we will see her next week, and we're looking forward to that. So here we are Monday again. And
it's really cold out. I didn't want to wear my fur coat because I thought someone might make fun of me.
I don't blame you.
But I was really tempted.
I don't blame you. It's cold out.
Yes, it is.
I know, and I'm so ready for some beautiful weather.
We are. May flowers are not going to happen. I don't think so.
So you have our quote for today.
Yeah, I have a nice quote. Yeah. I thought I took the time to pick it out because it really is lovely. Mm-hmm. No matter how you are living your life, no matter how different you are, no matter how you dress, no matter how successful you are or how you look, if you are real, genuine, and unapologetically yourself, the right people will love and respect you, and the wrong people, well, they're irrelevant.
I totally agree.
I do too, Veronique, because we should know who loves us and respects us by now. Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't know exactly who respects you though until they tell you.
Well, and you're right, and there's sometimes where you really want someone's respect, because you admire them and you respect them. But you're right, it's hard to know sometimes, but I do know the people that truly love me.
Yes.
Yes, and I think I know who my friends are. I think and I have some wonderful, supportive friends, and I do know who they are. And I hope people in general think nice things when they think about me.
Yeah, they do, I'm sure. But it's when the people come up to you and say, I just want to tell you that I've always loved and respected you, and it's somebody that you really don't know that well.
Yes.
It's you're like, really?
Yeah.
And it feels good because you didn't never know that.
No, that's right.
So I think genuine and being real is key to being, like Audrey always says, authentic is what it's all about, and being yourself.
Yeah.
And if you're yourself, you can't go wrong because you're never going to sway to other people's ways or, just try to be somebody else.
I agree. And you know what? I think too, and this is something that I've really actually tried to do more often since January. I've always tried to do it, but I've really made a conscious effort that, when I know something wonderful about somebody, or I think something wonderful, or think something great, or that somebody looks fantastic, I try and tell them.
Yes, and I've always done that.
Because it's and I've realized actually as I've gotten reactions from people when I do that it really does matter.
It makes a huge difference.
It does.
In how they feel. Their confidence is up.
Yeah.
But I wish people had more confidence. I see people every day lacking in confidence, and I look at them, I think, why would you? You're beautiful, you're intelligent, you're whatever, successful, and blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, they don't know it until you tell them sometimes.
No, and that's the thing, and I think, we don't, I think maybe it's because we don't do it enough. Not us specifically, but just people in general. We don't tell each other enough when we do something great.
You're wonderful, fabulous, grand. There you go.
And you're most amazing, incredible.
Yes.
Super fabulous.
We got it, girl. We got it.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah, love it. That's great.
It's been a busy week since last week.
Busy week, and my voice, as you can tell, has been strained just because of whether it's the weather, a viral thing.
Yeah.
I've been drinking lots of apple cider vinegar, gross with honey and but it does a trick, except that it's not a cold. Actually, I have no cough, no nothing. No sniffles, but it's just the vocal cords get really worn out. Yeah. And it's because I do a lot of, as you do, public speaking.
Well, and it's funny because I emceed the Chamber AGM last Thursday night.
It went well?
It went exceptionally well.
Good.
Yeah, Samantha Murphy is the executive director now there and did a fantastic job of organizing the event, and the board of directors. President Wayne Bushy and guest speaker actually was Francis McGuire. He's now the president and CEO of ACOA, the federal government department, Atlantic Canada Opportunities Agency. And he spoke all about, modernization, innovation, our workforce expansion, and really heading into robotics and different kind of businesses and fields that I really didn't expect. So it was very interesting.
And new information.
Yeah, very much so.
Things that weren't routine that you expect business people to maybe touch on. He came another level.
Exactly. And it was at the Miramichi Golf and Country Club, and really we had a great time.
Did they put in a new slate of officers?
They did. Yeah, they did.
So Wayne's still the president.
He is. Yeah. Okay. It was a 2-year term when he took over last year, but
it's a great job.
Yeah, and the business community very dedicated here.
I love our business community.
To see the new slate of officers it was a great evening. So I was really proud to MC that.
Great.
Yeah. And so on the weekend?
On the weekend, my voice is a little bit shabby because I emceed the 7th annual Diva Diamond dinner. And
you were outstanding.
Well, I don't know if I was
we had such a fantastic time, but you were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just myself, right? And I put myself out there, and Patty Quinn, he was saying, I admire the fact that you can get up there and do that and have the confidence to do what you do. But that's where I think my confidence comes in handy, and I consider it a gift, actually. Because I pulled a few names of women to come up on stage and do a few things. They said they would rather die, and I wouldn't want them to die.
No.
So I picked other names to come up and perform and do some fun things. But it was a sold-out event again.
Yes.
7th year in a row
yes.
at Riverside Entertainment Center. And one of the highlights of the evening are the awards for the different divas. Okay, so it's a fun night.
Yeah.
There's a Diva Do, which is the hairdo, and that was won by the lovely Melissa Sturgeon.
Yes.
The Indulgent Diva, I think indulgence, not in the way of chocolate, right?
Right.
But more being happy and keeping the bartender company.
Yes.
Which they could get lonely.
Yes.
So the woman that won the Indulgent Diva was a whole lot of fun, Amy Hogan.
Yes.
The Delightful Diva was Beth Rossett.
I have to say, so there are always, everyone looks stunning. It's really one of those events where you get all glammed up and
beautiful.
You go out and get your hair done and whatever. And but Beth was statuesque. She had on this beautiful white dress and these incredible shoes.
And she's delightful.
And yes, but it was funny because she said we had a little chat about it. She said she bought the shoes and didn't know what she was going to wear them with. So she had to buy the dress to go with the shoes.
I do that.
But the shoes were fantastic.
I buy nail polish and
I
think,
did too.
oh my gosh, I now need a pink dress.
I know.
I'm not that bad.
But anyway, she looked, everybody looked beautiful. There's no question.
They did. Everybody, including yourself. And the Dazzling Diva was Tina Jardine.
Yes.
And her dress was bought in Las Vegas, and it was a wow.
I loved it. And was it shorts?
It was like a culotte, so it was like a shorts inserted, and then the dress kind of came over to the knee, and it was amazing. So she was a Dazzling Diva.
And you would see that on the red carpet in a heartbeat.
Beautiful. Loved it.
Yeah.
And so there were secret judges picking those girls out. And what else can I say? That the ring was the grand prize, the diamond ring from Town Hill Jewelry.
Yes.
And it was valued at $3,000.
Gorgeous.
Shannon McLeod won that.
Yeah.
Congratulations, and to all of you actually that won that night. And the consolation prize were the dancing crystal earrings, and they were won by Cindy Manderville.
Beautiful.
So all of the money went to the 3037 Miramichi Army cadets who need that money to go to Ottawa and put into their various travel, etc.
Well, and you know what my favorite thing every year is the young people that get up and speak about their experiences with the cadets. The two young women that spoke, I thought were absolutely fantastic.
Me too.
Yeah, I enjoyed, one said she had never expected to even, to do anything that she had done and all of these things that she had accomplished.
I know.
Since she joined the cadets, and they had both been there for 5 years. And I thought, isn't that amazing?
And their confidence from being there every year as their MC, I've seen it grow. And two of these girls have spoken consecutively. Yeah. And I'm thinking, wow, there's the
exactly.
They're getting it now.
Yeah, I thought it was
good.
Truly
it was a fun
wonderful.
night. Thanks to everyone who came out.
Yeah. So you were pretty busy this weekend. You went to the play last night.
Yes, I did attend the play at James and Hill for two reasons. I love musicals and I love theater. So it was a musical theater production. And what's really sad is that most of those kids, I should say, well, the majority, same thing, are going to be graduating. So they're losing a whole slew of grade 12 students who are outstanding actors. Yeah. Again, David Golpe directed this wonderful story. The costumes were done by Nancy Carter, amazing. And Candace Curtis, the musical director, was again just on top of her game. So it was, I think, like packed every night for 3 nights. And I enjoyed it a whole lot.
It's always amazing. All of the productions, across the city and around the region, really, they're all put on by volunteers and the teachers, and the kids work so hard.
They give it all.
Like most nights are till like 10 and 11 o'clock at night. And
one boy, I'm going to give a shout out to Cody White, who played a cow. Okay, I'm like so claustrophobic. Yeah. And he was in a cow, like a woolly over the head body cow suit. Oh. I'm telling you, Veronique, I was stressing. I was trying to deep breathe for him because I thought, how's that guy doing this? And he had to hunch back like a cow on all fours and make his tail move in. But his head was enclosed except for some breathing through the nostrils, and he was amazing. Cody, what can I say?
Wow.
You're the best darn cow I ever saw.
Isn't that incredible?
He is. Shout out to him.
Wow. Well, and the costumes are always fantastic, and I know that, they work, Nancy works so hard on them, and like it's amazing, actually.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Good job to James and Hill.
Very exciting. So some very positive news coming from the UK.
Oh, and the baby.
The baby.
I know. That beautiful Kate. Isn't she something else?
You know what? And I know it's expected. I know it's part of being a royal. But God love her for coming out like hours after giving birth.
I know.
To show off the baby. Yeah.
Louis, Arthur,
Yep.
Charles.
Yes.
8 pounds, 7 ounces.
Wow.
Born April 23rd. So he will be His Royal Highness Prince Louis of Cambridge?
Yes, that's what, yes.
Would you love to have that title?
That's a lot.
Queen Judy Pinochet.
I'm okay with princess. I'm okay with princess. I would take princess. I'd be all right with that.
Yes. First lady would be nice. Wouldn't want to be. Wouldn't want to be married to Trump, so sorry.
No, I would take it in any other case.
But now that's her third child. Did you hear that the dress she wore, that red smock, it's a frock actually, they call it a frock over there, with the white collar. They're making comparisons, the media, on how it's very, almost identical to Mia Farrow when she starred in Rosemary's Baby, the horror movie.
Oh.
So check it out.
Oh, I will.
It's an unfortunate thing because it's almost identical, and you know all that stuff that went on with the baby and all the horror back drama. Oh. Well, anyway, yeah, it's the same dress,
That's
basically.
Not good.
No, it's
That's
not.
not good.
But congratulations again, and she's having, like, they have beautiful children.
Oh my goodness. Yes, they have George and they have Charlotte, and now they have Louis.
They are the sweetest children.
I know. And you know what? And I love seeing pictures of them, especially when they're just like, you know, in their family. And there was a picture of Princess, what is she? Duchess? Kate? What is she? Princess?
Yeah, she's Duchess.
Duchess. Anyway, and George, when about a year ago, and they were at an event. And I just knew that she was being a mom. She was crouched down, so she was eye level with him, and I knew he wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing. And she was holding his little hand, and she was trying not to lose it on him.
She's a beautiful
but
person.
She was like, it was such a mom moment.
Yes, and she's a human being.
Yeah.
People forget that she has the roles of a mom, like
she's
the role
a mother.
of a mother, and not just looking great all the time.
No, exactly.
She's a busy woman.
Yeah,
but
yeah, and you often see him as well. I mean, Prince William crouched right down at eye level, having that discussion with him.
Yeah, they
man
try.
to man.
They try. They've got so much going on in their world.
Oh,
it's crazy.
No, I couldn't.
But there are some sadder things. I mean, you don't want to dwell on sadness, but you just have to draw attention to the fact that there's some very serious things going on in our world, like those 3 little boys that were killed. Allegedly, drunk driver hit them in Manitoba. Yeah, they were of Cree. First Nations. Yeah. And it's devastating. One was on a bicycle and 13 years old. The other 11-year-old boys were just walking along.
Just young boys out.
It's disturbing, drunk driving. And that's why I'm so passionate about being on the board for MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Yeah. And when I go to those meetings, I just think every week there's a story about somebody else, and we just come together and say, how can we put it out there that it's not tolerable at all?
Well, you know what I don't understand, and I realize that our court systems are very backed up, and and that we all have rights. I do understand that, but and you don't often hear it anymore, but you do often enough hear cases of someone who has 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 convictions.
I don't get it.
And they're still behind the wheel of a car.
That's wrong. I'm sorry.
Like
There's something wrong.
I don't understand how that's possible.
Neither do I, Veronique. Neither do I.
And the fact too that there is so much publicity around driving sober now that people still make the choice, because it's a choice, to get behind the wheel.
Yeah, they do.
When they're drunk. Or even have had a couple.
Yeah, no. I just was sick about that. Like 3 innocent little lives due to somebody behind the wheel intoxicated. Speaking of court and all that, Bill Cosby.
Oh, goodness.
Well, not shocked, really. Were you?
No, he deserves to be behind bars.
No, but I mean, I was not shocked that it's gone this long and he was actually convicted.
No, I'm glad he was convicted.
I knew
based on all the evidence. I mean,
yes.
I've obviously have no personal knowledge of it, but but they say he's on house arrest now, but they say that the appeals will go on for years and he'll never see the inside of a prison.
So he's 80 years old now, and so when he it was aggravated assault, like sexual assault. It was Andrea Conband?
Yes.
It doesn't matter
It'll come.
what her name was. Contrand, I think it was. But anyway, regardless, he drugged her and sexually assaulted her in 2004. Yeah. So this is 2018, so he was 66 years old then. He wasn't a young man.
No.
No. And she's been after him. And that's the first time that a sexual trial of a celebrity has gone, isn't it, since the Me Too movement?
Yes.
To court?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, you know, based on all of the, and it's hard to, you know, it's hard to say, like, there's no, it's based on all of the media reports, he's as guilty as they come. But, you know, it's, obviously they felt that they had the evidence, thankfully, and they convicted him. So you know, I wish that he could spend the rest of his days in behind bars, but that's not likely to happen.
Is he blind too?
Yeah. Yeah,
or
very nearly so.
Well, you can still feel.
Yeah, very nearly so.
Really.
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, he's on house arrest now, which is good. At least he's going to get some punishment. But
isn't it sad for the family? I always feel so bad for their wives and children and the stars and the young stars that he worked with in the Cosby Show that have looked up to him for years.
Exactly.
And then are devastated to know that really this perversion has gone on.
Well, that's the thing.
Like inappropriate.
You feel so betrayed. You would. Anyway, I would, for sure.
Well, obviously, Veronica's his wealth, I was going to try to say, his wealth and his celebrity status protected him from having all this come out years ago. Yeah.
Oh, very much so. So we're almost going to break. So just a word quickly about the Toronto Vigil for those that were killed in the van attack last week, and really just a word about the police officer who, you know, kept such a calm head in a day and age when, you know, shootings are so prevalent around the world.
Disturbing.
You know, truly, because I just by the footage and just you know, he looked like he wanted to die, the suspect, and really for that officer to have kept such a calm head, not shot him, and disarmed him so that they could arrest him and him face justice was amazing.
Amazing. What do you think of the fact? Did you think it was something that was going through his head that he actually took out 8 out of 10 women? There were 8 women?
Yeah,
I think that was angry at women, do you?
Yeah, I think
you
that was.
think that was a major cause?
I think that was
a factor.
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
I do.
Like he was rejected maybe and went after them.
That's actually. I think I did hear something about that it was anger at women in general.
Well, I was just sick about it. My sister lives in Toronto. We were so happy that she and her man were safe.
Yeah. Now we have a full show, very full show. So we have some great guests coming up. Michelle Jardine is going to join us from the Miramichi Dental Clinic, which we're very excited to talk to her. And then Leah Wermel and Kelly Moore-Dennis are joining us from the Miramichi East Playground Committee.
I think they're on first, aren't they?
After the break, yeah. So, Judy, we want everybody to go out and grab a coffee.
Yes.
Warm up a little bit. Sit down, get
Put
comfy.
on a fire.
Yes. And join us. And you know what? Check out our Facebook page, too. We want to talk to you and hear from you. So check out our Facebook page. But come on back. We won't be too long on break. And we really want to keep talking with you. And enjoy your time with us. And we'll see you in a couple of minutes, all right? So don't go too far, but do come back. Hi, and welcome back to Have a Chat. I'm your host today, Veronique Arsenault, and I, of course, have my wonderful co-host with me, Judy Loge. And Audrey is off today, but she will be back next week. But now we are joined by 2 more fabulous women.
Lovely women. So Women's Day. Women's Day.
Yep. So we have Kelly Moore-Dennis, who is joining us, as well as Leah Wermel. So welcome, ladies.
Thank you very
And you're
much.
from the Miramichi East Playground Committee.
That's right.
We're so excited to have you.
King Street Elementary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful new school.
Beautiful new school. And we're lucky. We have 2 beautiful new schools
Yes, we
here.
do.
Yes, very lucky.
Yeah. So Kelly, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, Kelly Moore-Dennis, born and bred in Toronto.
Oh.
And I moved here about 20 years ago.
Okay.
Met my husband, Greg, and didn't move back.
So you're a Miramichier now?
Yeah, I'm a full-fledged Miramichier now.
Good.
And I have one son. He's 10, just celebrated his 10th birthday.
He's a sweetie.
And he goes to King Street Elementary.
Yep.
And I spend my time volunteering within the school and in different capacities, and that's what I do.
And he's a beautiful young man.
And my name's Leah Wermel. I'm a pharmacist at Dixon's Farm Save in Newcastle, and I'm a mother of 2 beautiful children. Hannah, she just started at kindergarten this year at King Street Elementary.
Oh, goodness.
And then Zach, he's 3. And I'm married to Joel Wermel for 7 years, and we live here in Miramichi. Born and bred.
Yeah. Yes. Wonderful. Well, welcome, ladies. We're so excited to have you here to talk to us about what's coming up and why it's so important.
Yes.
So Leah, tell us a little bit about what's coming up right now, and then we'll talk about the playground in general.
Okay, so on Saturday coming up, May 5th, we have a Helping Hanger event. It's from 8 to 4, and it's at the school at King Street Elementary. It's a consignment sale of donations that have been donated in from various people throughout the community. New and used clothing, gently used clothing. It's for men and women, also children.
Good.
And then we have purses and accessories, jewelry, scarves,
You do
whatnot. Shoes, yep.
Nice.
Gucci shoes and
What
some brand name
size?
stuff. And also big toys. for the children.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, yes. We've had a lot of donations.
So the King Street School, for anyone who does not know,
In Chatham,
is
on
the street.
King Street.
Is King Street, of course. The school
Yes.
is named after the street, so
Yes.
people do not know if they're visiting for this big event. It's King Street
It's on
itself,
King Street in
for the
Chatham.
King Street Elementary.
Yeah. We also have a barbecue going on that day, as well as a bake sale.
Wow.
And we have a 50-50. And then we also have an area in the cafeteria for you to drop off your children while you go and shop.
Nice.
Oh,
yes,
that's fantastic.
I know. So, and in that area, there'll be face painting and a balloon man and other activities for the kids
So it's happening right at the school.
right at the school.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. And so then all of the proceeds from that go where?
The proceeds go towards the playground, fundraising for the playground. And then there is also silent auction items that I should mention. We have a few things on for silent auction.
I
So
can
all
see
the
that
money.
being a big success.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah.
We're hoping.
We're hoping
Yeah.
it's going to be
No,
very
I
big.
can't see why it wouldn't
Yeah.
be, because it affects
Yeah.
the whole family to find something
Yes.
that's for everybody.
Exactly.
Yes.
So Kelly, something that surprised me. So when you build a new school,
Yes. I know where you're going with this.
I didn't realize this. So when you build a new school, it doesn't automatically come with a new playground.
No,
No.
no, it doesn't.
So can you tell people at home a little bit about
Sure.
why we're
Sure.
fundraising for a new playground?
Well, we had a vision at the beginning, and this was back in Ian Bailey St. Andrews days, that we wanted a fully inclusive and accessible playground.
Right.
We want to build this playground for the future for our children, and 25 years down the road. So we wanted it to be inclusive. When we decided that, we found out that it was going to cost us $225,000.
Oh, that's all.
So that's a lofty goal.
Yeah.
The government gives us $80,000. That's earmarked in the school budget.
Okay.
But after that, the rest is up to the community.
It's a lot.
So we formed a committee a couple of years ago, mainly of parents, a few educators. Our principal, Paula Hashi's on
Good.
board as well. And from there, we came up with the vision, we came up with a plan, and we've been fundraising ever since. We've applied for grants, we've received some grants. We're still waiting to hear from grants.
Yeah, of course.
You know how it is. You guys have both fundraised before.
Yeah.
But basically, we come up with ideas and we go for it. That's how we work. We have about, it fluctuates who comes and who goes to the meetings, but we've got a good hardcore group of about 10 to 15 people that consistently drive the force of the playground committee.
Is there anything there at all for play equipment right now?
Well, not now. No.
Nothing.
No, it's imagination play right now. But you know what? The kids don't even mind.
No.
They
They
don't.
don't. They were playing on the snow hill all winter.
Well, yeah, there
They'll
was
be,
a lot of that.
they'll be still
Yeah,
playing
you
on
know.
in June, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yes.
I agree.
Maybe even by July they'll be tobogganing at this race.
Well, yes, because we have that much
It's going to be
snow.
different. It's going to be different this year.
But you're right. Yeah, they would be.
And at the beginning of the year, the staff made sure that there was, like, for the kindergarten kids coming in, there was toy trucks and
Nice.
skipping ropes and things
Yeah.
like that, and imagination play. That I think we need to go back to basics.
We do.
Our
Yes.
kids are spoiled, so
Yeah.
I think this is a good chance for them to learn that type of play, and then they'll appreciate the playground all the more.
I agree with her totally.
I do.
When we were kids, we were always doing imaginary stuff. We're playing hopscotch.
Oh,
or
yeah.
The chalk
Yeah.
on the sidewalk.
Yeah, there's
and,
chalk. We've got
you know,
chalk.
Or eating dirt.
Yeah, or eating dirt. There's lots of that too.
I did.
The
I did
marbles.
a lot.
Marbles were the big thing when I was a
Yeah.
kid.
I
they
ate
might they might ingest the marbles, so you can't have marbles at
No,
the
not
elementary
nowadays.
school.
I ate dirt, Judy.
Yes.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
I've come to grips with it. I was a 4-year-old eating dirt.
Wow.
And look at your immune system now.
I'm healthy.
The gravel now.
I only twitch a little bit, but it's all good.
Yeah. So your child must be very excited. Well, both
Yes.
of your children. So you have a
Yes.
10-year-old boy.
Yes.
And he's looking
He's
forward
in grade
to it.
4,
He's
so
looking
he's
forward
going to have 1 year of the playground next year.
Okay.
I should get back to that.
Yeah.
So we've decided to have a 3-phase pit playground.
Okay.
Fundraising and waiting for the 225, it would be a long process. So we're doing it in 3 phases. So our first phase, which is the main structure, is going in the summertime.
Okay.
So the kids will have quite a large playground to play with.
Yeah.
In the fall, and then bells and whistles will come on in the next couple of years.
Okay. So can you give us an idea to date, like how you're doing on your goal?
Yes, we need $52,000 more.
Wow.
Yeah, we're close. We're getting there.
Exceptionally well.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Through all the hard work of the committee.
Have you been on from the beginning?
No, I came on in September of this year when Hannah started kindergarten. I wanted to get involved, and I came on then. They had already kind of had it for about a year or so before that.
And we're very happy to have her.
Yeah.
She's a go-getter.
Yeah.
And you want the young mothers there that know the value of kids and the play equipment and how healthy it is to be outside, what it does for your brain and your everything, just your healthy physical well-being.
That's amazing, though. So what are future plans as far as so we've got the Helping Hanger coming up this weekend?
Yes.
And then what else do you have going on?
We're going to be doing a lobster draw, which we've done the last 3 years at Father's Day. 50 pounds of cooked lobster.
And it's so expensive.
And it is. So, $2 a ticket, 3 for $5. It's a great way to fundraise and also get your name in there for a great Father's Day feast.
Do you have any on you?
I don't. We haven't made them up yet. That's in June. So,
Call us.
But I will call you.
Okay, I definitely
Call us because
want
yes.
tickets.
Yeah. And the best way to stay in contact with us is the Facebook page. We post everything on there. It's the Miramichi East Playground fundraising group.
Okay.
That's the Facebook page that we have.
And then we also have a Facebook page for the Helping Hanger.
Okay.
That you can get. We'll be posting pictures and stuff of some silent auction items just to keep up to date with the event that's coming up on Saturday.
Yes.
Which is nice because whether it's rain or
it's
shine,
going on.
it's going on inside
That's
the school.
Inside that's right.
So there's no excuse not to attend and support this wonderful endeavor. And there's something, like you said, for everybody. Big toys. That's what I want.
Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, I know. I want some big toys too. That's incredible. So you have the Helping Hanger, you have the lobster draw.
Yes.
Anything else planned?
Well, we're in the works of planning another event for the end of June online. I'm not going to give away all the details yet, but that's going to be a big event. And every year we do a Maury's fundraiser. We might reach out to Andrew, and I'm sure he'll help us out again. Might do that. Yeah. And we've got our fall fair coming up. Yeah. Yes, right, Leah. The fall fair. So we're always working.
Yeah.
Trying to get that money, trying to secure the money.
That's amazing, though.
But we're waiting on 2 big grants. So we're hoping that hoping.
But the amount of work that you've done in the last year has been incredible.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. We've worked hard.
And
very hard.
Yeah, and I'm just going to touch on the provincial government again there for a second. I guess that's the norm, right? They allot
all over
so
the
much.
country. All over the country.
They allot so much for the playground. It's a percentage, I think, of the budget.
I believe it was 1.8% of the budget.
And then that's it.
Which is crazy, in my opinion. But I'm not going to get political.
No, but it's interesting. Like if it's a standard across the country, then that needs to change.
It does. It does. It's such a vital thing for the kids.
Because we're always talking about getting kids outside.
And they have social skills and
mental, physical, emotional out there playing and sharing.
Run off steam so that they work well in the classroom. Yeah. All of those things.
Letting off that energy for sure.
Yeah.
Was your little girl excited about this? Yes. Does she know all about it? She's saying, Mommy, go help make this playground happen?
No, she doesn't seem to mind at all that there's no playground. They have a lot of fun, and she knows that I'm working to help build it, and I've showed her the pictures, and she's excited about it, but she does know that.
So the kids that wouldn't have had a playground, that are just starting school,
it didn't bother them
wouldn't
at all.
bother them. No. They would be used to it.
They're excited for it, but they're not bothered by the fact that there's none there.
We have a picture of the plans up in the school. So every so often you see kids looking at it, right, Leah? Yeah.
So is it accessible for disability?
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be fully accessible.
Really, really important.
We do have a little girl in the school that is in a wheelchair, so that's very, very important that we have it ready for her. Yeah. And any children that follow through. And it's not just wheelchairs, it's children that have walking disabilities or
mobility issues,
any mobility issues,
visual,
and then and visual. They could be blind or what have you, and also inclusive. We've got some gear that's going to be towards kids with autism, like spinning equipment and stuff like that, and hopefully that they will find enjoyment out of it as well.
Isn't that amazing?
So do you think local businesses would, for example, give pieces of, if they want to play ball, like whatever games they want to play, do you think you can maybe pitch out, or we could, to some of the businesses to give in eventually to new equipment?
Yes.
Anything.
Yeah, we've done a corporate campaign. We've hit some local businesses. We've had some donations that way. but most of our money has come from fundraising and grants.
I know. I can't commend you enough on how hard you've worked. I've watched you and attended the fall fairs, and just to brainstorm ideas, right? And then your committee would be, you said you have the principal and various parents and other staff, but what would you say your number of board members are that help you?
Well, we've got an executive. It's myself as the chair. Carrie Kingston is our VP. Cheryl Doyle is our secretary. Sarah Wrigley-McDonald is our treasurer. And then there's Paula Hashi as our principal. We've got Cheryl Noel as our teacher rep, and then we have various others that come that have been there. And they come and go as they can. And there's still a few others that are on board as well. I don't want to name names because I might forget somebody. Leah's been there since September, and we've got several others that have been there right from the start that have helped us out.
That's exciting.
But it's challenging because you both have full-time jobs.
Well, I have a full-time volunteer job.
You know what? Being a mother is a full-time job. It is. You know, it is. So when you're doing that and your other job, besides raising your children and going out to find equipment that's best, not just for your children, but for the betterment of all those kids in the school, good job.
Well, and it provides a community space as well, right? I mean,
that's
it's there. It's there for anybody to use, whether it's whether they're in school or not. So that's a wonderful thing. Yeah. So just give us the details about the helping hanger again, just so we make sure that everybody knows.
So it's on Saturday, May the 5th, from 8 to 4 at the King Street Elementary School in Chatham. And like I said, sale of men's, women's, children's clothing, purses, shoes, jewelry. Basically, anything you want to find is there.
All sizes of clothing.
All new and very gently used. Some brand new things, and barbecue, bake sale, a 50-50, as well as a place for you to drop off your children while the parents can shop without worry, because we have some students coming over to help volunteer to watch the children and keep them entertained with activities.
That's fantastic.
My problem is I went to one helping hanger and I wanted everything.
Well, come on down. Bring a checkbook, Judy.
We'll
take a check. We'll take a personal check.
Yeah. That's another question.
I don't know if you should take one from her, though.
You're just taking cash
and
cash period.
Cash only.
That's a good thing to know.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't carry
really,
cash.
no, and I don't. You're right. I typically don't. I always have my debit, right?
Yes.
But
It's a
you're
cash
right.
Yes, cash only. We should mention that.
And you said that you're going to post some pictures on the...
on the Facebook page, the Helping Hanger Facebook page. If you find that, we will post some pictures of some of the auction items that we have, as well as some of the items that we have that have been donated for the silent auction.
Now you have to organize it all, girls.
Yeah,
we're getting there.
You're going to be organized because you'll always get organized.
Well, we kind of planned it in a certain way. There's no school on Thursday and Friday.
So we can set it up.
So we can set up on Thursday and Friday.
Oh my God, is there ever school anymore? Sorry.
Yes.
Gee, I'm sorry.
So we were sneaky that way. We have it all figured out.
You'll have good time to prepare things. Because it is a big job, putting everything together, tagging prices, putting everything in the right sections. It sounds like a fantastic day. Are you
around? Yes, I am actually, Well, I will hope for some warm weather for you, just to get people out.
Barbecue,
Anything last minute thoughts that you want to cover? Make sure that anything that you really want everybody to know out there about the playground.
Well, I just want people to know that we're a group of volunteers working really hard for your children. We've been doing it for 2 years, and we're getting close. $52,000 to go.
So
and I mean, that sounds like a lot of money, but in the grand scheme of things, it's
from
not that much from where we started. Also, the kids are not lacking. They're having a great time with their imagination play. And they're going to have the first phase in September, and that's going to be accessible as well, and it's going to be fabulous. The tender's already gone out and been awarded, so it's a for sure thing.
So
so
isn't that wonderful?
We're very excited.
And
that's a lot of work.
And we will.
You have another one at home, so you'll have one
behind.
at school, another one coming behind.
You're going to be there for a long time.
It's in the long term here.
Key organizer one day.
Yeah,
but I really am impressed with what you've done, and I'm really impressed with your ideas and how you brainstorm, because it's hard to get new ideas when there's so many other things to compete with in the
That's why
area.
we've got a great committee. We all come together with our
smart
ideas.
minds.
And,
great minds.
But you'd love some more help, though, if you can get it.
Yes, definitely. And if we're still looking for help for Saturday's event too. So if you're available between the hours of 8 and 5 or 7 and 5, just let us know. You can reach out to us through the Facebook page.
Awesome.
That's excellent.
May 5th.
We're really excited for all of you. We really will wish you wonderful success this weekend for sure. We want to make sure that people come out. Don't miss out. There's always something to do here in Miramichi. There's no question, but this is for a good cause.
Yes,
Yeah.
for the
So
children and the playground.
and the prices are going to be great.
Yeah.
Great
Well,
prices.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great
I don't have the full list yet, but really, really competitive prices. They're not going to be astronomical.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So not only do you get to shop, but you get to shop for a good cause.
And
Yes.
really good deals.
and really good deals.
Really good
Yeah.
deals.
So that you couldn't go wrong with that.
Oh, plus it'll give you an opportunity to take a tour through the school, right?
Yes.
To see parts of it.
See
Eh?
Yes.
parts of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I did get to see it in the fall just before it opened.
Yeah.
So cool.
I need a full
It's
tour.
beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Something
Yeah.
to be really proud of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
it's
So
beautiful school. It really is, and a beautiful staff.
Well,
Yeah.
good
So yeah, we're
Thank
really
you.
lucky.
for what you're doing.
Yeah.
you.
So your Facebook page again for all of our
It's the
viewers.
the Helping Hanger is a Facebook page for the event, but then we also have Miramichi East Playground Committee
Yep.
Facebook page.
Yeah, playground fundraising group. Yeah,
Fundraising
there we
group.
go. Yeah.
We'll make
Get it
sure that we
right.
share it on our we'll make sure that we share it on our Facebook.
Yeah.
Just start typing in Miramichi Playground and it'll pop
It
up.
should pop
Yeah.
up. Yeah. Well, you know what? Congratulations, ladies, on all you've done so far,
Thank
and
you.
for all that's to come. So and don't forget Judy and I for the lobster.
Right.
For the lobster.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, do that.
I know. I'm my mouth is watering already.
The price of it. I mean, what a great win that would be.
Oh, I know. For Father's Day.
Yes.
Now, my dad's still working overseas, but I would have it for
You
him.
can have
For
your
sure,
hair.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
So thank you both to Kelly Moore Dennis and to Leah Wormel for
Thank you very
everything that
much.
you're doing.
Thank you for having
And
us.
don't go too far. We're going to break, but we will have another fantastic guest right after, and we'll see you in a couple minutes. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Hi, and welcome back to Have a Chat. I'm your host today, Veronique Arsenault, with my always fabulous co-host, Judy Lozier. I keep telling her because that's what we're supposed to do. It's a good thing.
Yes, lovely girl.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Audrey's off today. She had some other commitments, but we have had a fantastic show so far.
We have lively women on
We
today.
do. We have strong,
And
powerful,
passionate.
and passionate women. So now we're joined by Michelle Jardine and from the Miramichi Dental Clinic, and you are a dental hygienist.
Look at your beautiful teeth.
I
She's
know.
modeling her job.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
You do have fabulous teeth, by
Thank
the way.
you.
Welcome to Have a Chat.
Thank you for
tell
having me.
Tell us a little bit about you.
So my name is Michelle. I'm from Blackville, the big city of Blackville.
Great.
I live there with my soon-to-be husband.
Nice.
We're getting married in August.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And our dog Nova.
Oh, I love
She's
that
just
name.
a pup. She's our pride and joy. We love her.
Nice.
She's our little
What kind of
baby.
dog is she?
She's a golden doodle.
I have one.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're so
They're
sweet.
the most I
Oh,
love.
she's so cuddly and so
Yeah.
friendly. We love her.
Yeah.
Really
Nova.
love her. Yeah. So I grew up there. I went to high school there. I graduated from there in 2011. From there, I went to Mount Allison University. I did 2 years of a Bachelor of Science program
Great
there
school.
in Sackville. I loved it there. People were so nice.
Yep.
Loved my experience. My time there, I was always unsure, and it was always up in the air what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't know what I was going to do.
It happens all the time.
Well, I was 17 when I graduated, and at 17, 18 years old, it's so hard to make a decision that, like, it's a big decision.
For your
you're
future.
making that for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
So I wanted something that I was going to enjoy doing. So a friend of mine, she had applied to the dental hygiene program at Olton College, and she kind of put the bug in my ear, and she said that she thought that I'd be good at it. So I kind of did a little bit of research, and the more research I did, the more I thought that this could be something that I'd enjoy doing for the rest of my life. So I moved home. I worked part-time while doing some online programs and that sort of thing. I did some French programs at the college here in Miramichi.
you.
And then I moved to Moncton, and I lived there for 2 years, and that's where I took my dental hygiene program at Olton College in Moncton.
wow.
So
And now where are you employed?
I am. I'm working at the Miramichi Dental Clinic here
Wonderful.
in Newcastle. I love it there. The
Yes.
people are awesome. They're so helpful.
They are.
I was a little bit nervous first coming out of school because everything is so much different.
course, yeah.
But everybody
brand
has
new,
been
yeah.
everybody has been so helpful, and they're so nice, and I'm really loving my experience there so far.
Well, it's a very important job. People have to look after their, their eyes, their teeth, their ears.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and a lot
exactly.
of people neglect that.
Yeah.
They think, oh, I'm okay. I'll just brush my teeth, once, twice a day. I'm good. But tell us the importance of your job and what it
Yeah.
entails.
So a lot of people think that all we do is clean teeth.
Yes.
But we do more than just clean teeth. Although it is such a big part, like it's your appointment is an hour long, and in that hour, we spend probably half of it cleaning your teeth, making them nice and beautiful. But a big part of our job, too, is educating our patients.
Yes.
If we don't educate them, people aren't aware of what might be happening, diseases that could be present, that sort of thing. And another big part of our job is we want to prevent that disease. So by educating our patients, we're able to prevent it. So we like to educate our patients the importance of brushing and flossing, why it's important to brush your teeth twice a day, why it's important to floss at least once a day, and then demonstrating the important techniques of brushing and flossing. So when we're brushing, not to use too hard pressure. You want to use light pressure, soft toothbrush. We also want to explain to our patients that when we're flossing, I know myself, I'm a creature of habit, and I'm always on the run. I'm always in a rush.
Professional flosser.
Yes, I know.
I'm a pro flosser.
I did hear that about you.
Yes.
Yes, well, actually, you told me earlier, and you said that, getting under the gums and...
But you can overfloss, too.
Yes.
So what to do, so you're going to touch on that, only brush twice a day?
Well,
I brush more than twice a day.
I brush about 3 to 4 times a day.
Me too.
I brush after lunch, because I feel like I'm in people's mouths. I don't want them to, you know what I mean?
And first thing in the morning after you've had your breakfast.
Yeah, morning. I always brush my teeth. This is the last thing I do before I leave the house. Brush my teeth in the morning, and then after lunch, and then at night before I go to bed. Especially important to brush your teeth before you go to bed. All that bacteria, that plaque is going to be sitting on your teeth, and that's when it's going to do the most damage is at night, because we don't have anything kind of in there to wash anything away. It's just kind of sitting there and causing the disease. So we want to educate people that why it's important to take care of our teeth. We have medically compromised patients that come in. Diabetes is a big one. A lot of people are unaware that people with diabetes, they have to make sure that they're doing really well at taking care of their teeth.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's actually not one of the... I always think of your toes and that's a complication of diabetes that you can lose your because of the circulation, but I never thought about the teeth.
Yeah, so with diabetes, the plaque and the bacteria that sits on our teeth, with diabetes, it sort of has an exaggerated response to the plaque and the bacteria. So there's a disease called periodontitis, and periodontitis is disease of the bone that actually holds your tooth in place. So over time, with the plaque and the bacteria that's sitting on your teeth for long periods of time, we start to lose that bone that's holding your tooth, so they start to become mobile. So with diabetes, that plaque and the bacteria, the exaggerated response actually causes you to lose bone more quickly.
Is that when you might need skin grafting, or is that what you're saying? When the gum moves away from the bone?
Yes, essentially it does move away from the bone. But the periodontitis would be the disease of the bone. So the bone is actually moving away from your tooth. And the bone is what's keeping your tooth in place. So when we start to lose that, then it starts to get mobile, and then people can actually lose their teeth in the long run. So that's what we want to prevent, and we want to educate people that it's important to take care of your teeth, because your teeth will have a response to that. And that can
different from gum recession.
Yeah, so the recession, I can touch on that a little bit. When we had talked earlier about the soft toothbrush.
Yeah, I was curious.
Yeah. So when we're using medium, hard toothbrushes, it's very, very hard on our gums. So what happens is the toothbrush starts to wear away at your gums, and your gums protect the root surfaces of your teeth.
Right.
And those root surfaces, they don't have any enamel. The only thing really that they have protecting them is the gums. So when we start to lose those gums, they can be quite sensitive for people. A big part of it too is aesthetics for people. They start to notice that there might be a little bit of color change in their tooth. So they have the white part of their tooth, which is the enamel, and then they notice that there's a little bit darker coloring on their tooth, and that sometimes is the root surface that's showing, so the recession.
What are some reasons you get bleeding of the gums?
So bleeding of the gums is usually most often caused by the bacteria that's sitting on your teeth, so the plaque and the tartar. Yeah.
Not good.
No, so we, again, we just want to educate people that it's important to remove that plaque and tartar to avoid that bleeding. The bleeding is called gingivitis, so disease of the gums. Your gums can become very tender, very inflamed, red. So yeah, we just want to...
Interesting.
Well, and it's funny because I have Invisalign, so I have to I have to really be careful about my brushing because, of course, everything gets trapped in my Invisalign, right?
Yes.
And so I just had my teeth cleaned actually not too long ago, and although they were in great shape, she said, "Well,
good.
yeah, oh yeah, I love getting my teeth cleaned." It was funny. She said on the back of the bottom, it was almost granular, so it was getting trapped, and then sitting under my Invisalign, and then on the front of the top was the opposite side.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now I'm really conscious of that brushing and everything because not only do I normally have it, now it's in my little Invisalign, which for those of you at home that don't know, they're like plastic trays that sit in my teeth 22 hours a day. So
And you have beautiful teeth. So
well,
you wanna look
thanks.
after them.
I'd like to keep them in my head.
Yeah.
So it's important.
Keep them as long as
Yeah,
you
especially
can.
on the show. We don't want you. Here is a gummer of Veronica. It's lovely looking at you, but we want you with teeth. Okay.
I like my teeth.
She looks much better for the viewers too.
But it's interesting because I had braces when I was in my 20s, and then but didn't take care of my teeth. I didn't wear my retainers, so they all moved back and all this stuff. So then I got Invisalign a couple years ago. So I'm coming down to the last few months now of the Invisalign, but it's really brought back into my mind taking care of my teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Being conscious.
So do you see a lot of people? You can see when you look in their mouth the clenchers. The people that grind.
Yes.
I have a bite
The
plane.
wear
I have
on
a
the
bite
teeth.
plane because at the age of 30-something, I was like the heavy metal queen with braces because of my alignment.
We had them at the same time.
Yeah, I was biting on one side, kind of. And so they
okay.
aligned them more, which I hated having braces, but it's here nor there now. They're off. But I don't think I clench a whole lot because my bite plane is looking smooth.
Yes.
When I take it for a checkup, there's not great big indentations in it, but it is protecting my teeth from wearing down.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you see a lot of that? People that clench and bite hard?
Yeah. Sometimes people come in and they say, I've been having jaw pain, headaches. Sometimes when I'm chewing or opening in the morning, especially, they notice that their jaw will pop or it locks.
Ooh.
So that's when we would recommend a bite plane or a night guard. And what that does, it just helps to protect the tooth surfaces and for keeping them from wearing away and wearing down.
Okay, excellent. Did you ever hear people that, this might be totally crazy, that people that should brush their tongue?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a good thing to do?
That's a good thing, yes.
Because there's bacteria there.
I know that, but well, I do brush mine, but I'm just saying it's a fun job. But you brush your teeth, and then you reapply new toothpaste, everything. Like you just start all over again. You don't do it all at once. Like you do your teeth, and then you clean your toothbrush. I do.
I do it all at once.
I do it all at once too, Judy.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, teach their own. Everyone's different.
That's important.
Whatever works for you.
Yeah.
But I always find if I don't do that, and I have an electric toothbrush, so I don't.
Good.
But I find if I don't do that, then I'm still left with that
Yes.
feeling.
Yes, I know what you mean.
And
the bacteria that sits on our tongue, it also contributes to bad breath. We call it halitosis is the scientific name for it. So really, really important that we brush our tongue after we brush it.
It's really important. That's my number one turn off with people is bad breath.
yes.
No, it's my number one turn off.
Yeah.
Some people it's BO or whatever. To me, it's back off. Like, don't come near me if you've had garlic for lunch. I get real vile about it. It's like my kids know it too. They're like, don't come near me. I'm bad, aren't I?
But really, I mean, it's really though feasible that someone could keep their teeth for their lifetime if they take care of them.
Yes.
I actually had a patient one day, she was 95, and she has all of her own teeth.
Wow.
See,
Which
that's
you
amazing.
Don't see often.
Yeah,
you
that's
really
amazing.
don't, which is sad,
Yeah.
but you don't see
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, you do awesome to keep
Yeah.
all of these
Yeah.
teeth for that long.
Yeah.
The
But
key-
that's taking care of them, right?
Yes, yep, she takes very, very good care of them.
So the flossing, okay, so you don't just go pop in and out with the flosser. You actually kind of go one up, take one tooth and do the floss on one side and get right down to the root of it.
Yeah.
And then the other side, like each side of the tooth. So
And then making sure that you are getting under the gums, because there's going to be plaque and bacteria that's going to hide under there that the toothbrush can't fit under there to remove it. So
Did you want to touch on dentures? The work, like people should be like looking after their dentures the way that they're maybe not doing it or things like that?
So with dentures, a lot of people don't tend to take them out at night. And it's usually because they just can't get used to having them out. They put them in and then they just keep them in forever. But really important that we're taking the dentures out at night and giving the roof of your mouth the time to breathe so that we don't develop any infections. Making sure that we're cleaning our dentures. So getting yourself a denture brush.
Yeah.
Polydent is a really, really good product. So placing your dentures in the Polydent, and then afterwards taking them out of the Polydent and brushing them with your denture brush, and giving them a rinse after you eat with them as well too.
Yes.
The food and the bacteria, it's going to build up on those dentures. So really, really important that we're keeping those clean.
She's awesome.
I know.
Like, you have so much information and you're so passionate about it that you're cut out for your job. Like, it's not just a job for you. You're really concerned about people's well-being in their mouth, which is so important.
Yeah. I really like to educate my patients. I know it's so easy in the renovated. We're so busy to just kind of bring people in, put them in the chair, clean their teeth, send them out. Like, it happens. We're so busy. But we really, really want to educate our patients, too, because if they don't know, then how will they ever know if we don't tell them, right? So I think educating parents, too, is a big one.
Definitely.
When they bring their children in. Children, they love candy. They love sweets,
Adults do
juice,
too.
pop.
But it's important to get your teeth cleaned twice a year, right?
Yes, yeah, very important. Twice a year, at least every 6 months. And then we were talking about the periodontitis beforehand. When that happens, we like to bring you in more often. So every 3 months, every 4 months for an extra cleaning, a couple extra cleanings a year, so that we can prevent that disease from getting any worse.
Again, just recap what it is again, periodontitis.
Periodontitis, is so disease of the bone that holds your tooth in place.
Yeah. I was getting mixed up with gingivitis and all that stuff.
So it starts out as gingivitis, so the red, bleeding, puffy gums, and then over time it gets worse, and then we start to lose the bone that holds your tooth in place.
Your poor husband's going to have the cleanest teeth in town. Does he know that he's in for, like, not just doing everything else?
I've recommended so many products to him, and it's so funny. We'll be in the bathroom brushing our teeth, and I'll be like watching him brush his teeth, and he's like, "Can you stop watching me?" It's a habit. I'm like, "You're doing that wrong."
The pressure.
But he has very clean teeth now.
Yes, because
he has no options.
No.
That's it. You're going to have clean teeth. You're going to love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we truly want to thank you for all of the information. So give a shout out to where you work again.
Miramichi Dental Clinic.
Which is in Newcastle.
In Newcastle,
Miramichi West.
Across from the Petro.
Yes, okay. And thank you so much for all the information.
Thank you for having me.
That was
how people clean their teeth now and brush as often as they should,
Take
and
care
change
of
their
your teeth.
toothbrushes fairly often.
Yeah, and I just want to throw in a piece there because for a couple of years there when I was when I owned my own business, I hadn't been to the dentist, and you know. It was tough to go back because I was kind of like, oh my God, you know?
Yeah. And I think that's a big part of our job too, is being understanding that life gets in the way. Things happen. You have to understand that there's things that happen in people's lives that keep them away, and being empathetic when that happens.
Yeah. Right. It's not that they don't want to take care of their teeth. It's just sometimes, you know,
get there.
It's tougher. Yeah. So so if everybody, if you can go. If you can go. Well, we want to thank you, Michelle. It was wonderful to have you here.
Yes,
thank you very much.
So much information. Yeah, we really enjoyed that. And Judy is the flossing queen.
I'm glad.
I gotta get that out right now because I just
maybe you can come and educate some of our patients.
Sure. But you know what? I have dental floss in my desk. I have one in my car. I have one in my I do.
My kids make fun of me for flossing. I mean, it's like a marathon for me. It's like entertainment.
But I can't stand it if something gets stuck in my teeth, so I always have it with me.
I just have a habit. That's all.
That's good.
It's a good habit.
Good habit. Very good.
You'll have your teeth for your whole life.
I hope I do. I hope when I'm 95,
you'll be that 95-year-old woman.
Smiling on, have a chat, and the rest of us will all be.
We're still gonna be here then?
Yeah.
Do and have a chat. I'm amazed that we've done 4 years.
I'm being optimistic.
Yes, I'm really proud we've done 4 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah. 4 years.
Yeah. Soon be 95. Your guy will be so.
Well, you guys are very good at your job.
All right.
So.
Well, thank you so much, Michelle, for joining us. We had such a
you.
wonderful time, and don't forget to tune in next week. We can't wait to see you again. We will have wonderful guests for that day as well. Yeah. Check out our Facebook page for a clip of last week's show and this week's show coming up this week, and really to see what's going on in the community. So thank you all for being loyal viewers. We love you. We love everything about you, and we can't wait to see you again next week. So take care, and we'll see you again.